Hey guys, so today's daily challenge is problem number 456, which is 132 pattern. So basically we are given a nums array of n integers and we need to tell if it has a 132 pattern in it or not. Okay, so what is 132 pattern? It is basically a subsequence of three integers. Sorry about that. Okay, so it is a subsequence of three integers wherein it needs to follow these two rules. Okay, wherein for every three indexes I, j and k, the I has to be less than j and j has to be less than k, and the indexes, I mean the elements at these indexes should be in this fashion, which is nums of I should be lesser than nums of k, and nums of k should be lesser than nums of j. So if you see, nums of I should be lesser than nums of k and nums of k should be lesser than nums of j. Okay, this is what it is given over here, and by this you can conclude that j has to be greatest of these two integers and k has to be greater than I. So out of all three, j is the greatest and I is the smallest and k is in the middle one. Okay, so if you find 132 pattern, you return a true, else you return a false. Let's look at the examples. The first example is 1, 2, 3 and 4. Let's take the three indexes I, j and k. Is nums of I lesser than nums of k, which is this? Yes, it is. So is nums of k lesser than nums of j? No, it is not. Okay, this is what the rule says. So you will move forward and take the next three integers, which is 2, 3 and 4. Now, is nums of I less than nums of k? Nums of I is 2, nums of k is 4. So 2 is less than 4, true. Is nums of k less than nums of j? So 4 is not less than 3, it is greater than 3. So this array does not have this 132 pattern. So we are returning a false over here. Let's look at the example number 2. It is 3, 1, 4 and 2 in the nums array. Let's take first 3, 3, 1 and 4. Is nums of I less than nums of k? Yes, it is. Is nums of k less than nums of j? No, it is not. Let's take the other 3, 1, 4 and 2. Is nums of I less than nums of k? 1 is less than 2. True. Is nums of k less than nums of j? Yes. So now you got that yes, 2 is less than 4. So this 1, 4 and 2 is forming a 1, 3, 2 pattern. So we are returning true over here. The third example, minus 1, 3, 2 and 0. So if you see minus 1, 3 and 2 are forming a 1, 3, 2 pattern. So we are returning a true. But one thing to note over here is that minus 1, 3 and 0, minus 1, 3 and 0, as well as minus 1, 2 and 0, minus 1, 2 and 0 are also forming a 1, 3, 2 pattern. So what we understand with this is that the rule is to follow I is less than j is less than k. Okay, it need not to be in contiguous manner, which is like, let's say, index 0, 1, 2 or 1, 2, 3 or 2, 3, 4. It can be 0, 1, 3, 0, 1, 4 or 1, 2, 4, 1, 2, 5. Okay, it's just that the index I should be less than index j should be less than index k, and it has to form this 132 pattern. Okay, I hope this is clear now. Let's look at the solution. The constraints are, I mean, you can go through it. It's pretty obvious. It has to be 10 to the power 5. Okay, that's fine. So for the solution part, how I solved is using a stack and reverse traversal method. So I'm going to somewhat explain that. There could be other ways as well, which you can put it down in the comments for every one of us to discuss. And yep, let's look at the stack method. So what here we are going to do is we are going to traverse through the array in reverse direction, and the idea over here is that we'll maintain a stack. This stack is going to store the value at the jth index. Okay, and we'll maintain a integer third variable, and this third variable is going to store the value at kth index. Okay, you can name it anything. So the gist is that the element that we'll be looking into while traversal, that is going to be I, j is going to be in the stack and k is going to be in the third variable. Okay, I hope this will make sense once we try run this sample test case. So first of all, we start from the end of the array. We are getting 2. We don't have anything in the stack for now. So what we'll do is we'll store this 2 in the stack. Okay. So let me just do it. We'll store 2 in the stack. Now we'll move minus minus. I will be minus minus, and currently our I is 4. Now you want to check whether this this I is less than k and is less than j. Okay, you want to check that. So is this number less than the number that we already saw, that is in the j? No, it is not. Okay, it is greater than that. So is this number less than third? No, it is not. So basically this cannot be our I. This has to be either j or k, right? But you see that your j is already lesser than the value which you are seeing right now. That means that 4 and 2 could be the part of 132 pattern, right? So in this case what we are going to do is you are checking that the number which you are on, is it greater than the number which you have already seen. If yes, then remove that number and put it in the third. Okay, remove that number and put it in the third, and take out this 4 and put it in the stack. Okay, I hope this is making sense now. Now let's move forward. Now you have 1. Now you want to check if this is less than third and less than uh, the number which you just saw and you pushed it into the stack. Yes, this is smaller. So since this is smaller, your I became less than k, and k is less than j, so you can return true directly from over here. Okay, I hope this had made sense. If not, let me rerun this again. Okay, so you were at this point, you saw 2, you stored 2 in the stack. Okay, you stored 2 in the stack, you came here, you saw 4. Now you are checking if the number which you are seeing right now, is it greater than the number which you just saw. If it is greater than that number, that means there is a high chance that you are going to see a 132 pattern. So you want to store this number as well as the number which you already saw. So that number you are popping out and putting it in the variable third. Let's say it is making a 132 pattern. So this 2 can be the k, and the number which is higher than this will be our j. Now we need one more variable that has to be smaller than this, right? Which can be in any index from this side, because the I has to be smaller than j and k. But now what about the element at those indexes? So now you get 1, and 1 is obviously smaller than 2 and 4, so you are returning true. Okay, so this is what simply I was trying to explain. Let's try to write the code now. So basically we are maintaining a stack, right? So we'll have a stack of integers. Let's name it as s, or let's say st. We'll also maintain an integer third, or let's say k also is fine, but let's say third for now, and we are going to give it a very minimum value for now. Okay, now we'll loop through the array from the end of the nums, right? So it is going to be nums dot length minus 1. Okay, and until I is greater than 0, keep looping. So it will be minus minus. Now what we are going to do is we are going to push the number that we are seeing, right? So it is going to be st dot push it into the stack. Which one? The I. Now let's say that you already have some value in your stack. If you have some value, you want to check what it is, and if it is, let's say, smaller than the number you are currently seeing at ith index, so it has to be pushed into the stack, and which is already in the stack, you need to pop that out and store it in the third. So what you will say, while what is that, stack st, right? We have initialized that as st, we are peeking the value. If that value is less than the number which we are currently seeing, in that case we are going to assign third by popping it off. Okay, and when you come out of this while loop, so that number is going to be pushed, so that has already been taken care. Now the third scenario wherein you find that a number is smaller than both of these, you want to return true. So we can directly check that if nums of I is less than what, is less than third and less than what is that, stack dot peak, because whatever the number you have on top of that. But here is one catch. See here, you are storing a number in third which is already smaller than the number which you stored in stack, right? So in any scenario, let's say you are getting a 6, number 6 over here. So what you will do, you will see that this number 6 is greater than 4, which you already saw. So you're going to pop this off and store 6 over here, and this 4 will be coming over here, right? So basically if you just check that if your current number is less than third, that means it is also less than the number which is in the stack. So directly from here you can return true, right? And one thing what we can do is we can also check if the stack is not empty. Okay, this is what we can do. And if this is the case, so we are returning true, and if not, then we'll be returning false. Okay, this is what it is. Let's try to run this. Something is wrong over here. What is wrong? Stack is empty. Stack. Something is wrong. Okay. Oh, I don't know why I have been saying stack, but I have actually initialized it as st, right? So it has to be st and not stack. Let me run that again. Okay, it has been accepted. Let me just submit. But it is in red. Not good. We can definitely try some other solution and check out the editorials next day. But yeah, that's it for now. If you have any feedback or reviews for me, please leave it down in the comments below, and see you tomorrow. Thank you.